Not my woman, no.
And I would never, ever, ever use a lie. Ain't now one of them niggas stepped up and said they hit this. Use a goddamn lie. So what are you saying, Jonathan?
I'm saying I need you to be a mother, not a networker, not a baddie, not a squawker, not a motherfucker.
I'm not about to let nobody in no club jump on my back over no.
Blueface's mother is back in the spotlight after her own son publicly called her out for crossing serious boundaries, and the internet is still trying to process it. Before we get into this unbelievable situation, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe, because today we're breaking down some deeply uncomfortable family drama that has everyone talking. This story raises major questions about boundaries, control, and what should never be crossed within a family. Now, let's get into it. Blueface has been no stranger to controversy over the years, but this time, even longtime fans were shocked. The rapper took to Twitter and directly told his own mother that she was not his type, and that there was no possibility of anything inappropriate ever happening between them. Yes, it reached a point where a grown man felt the need to publicly shut down his own parent for being overly involved in his personal and romantic life. And this wasn't just a random outburst. According to fans, this tension has been building for years. People have been noticing strange energy and uncomfortable behavior for a long time. And this public moment felt like the boiling point of something that had been quietly escalating behind the scenes.
And Jonathan?
I'm saying I need you to be a mother, not a networker, not a baddie, not a squawker, not a motherfucker.
I'm not about to let nobody in no club jump on my back over no gate.
I'm about to show you the video.
You have no reason to lie. Don't call me no liar, Jonathan. Jonathan, let her talk, because this gonna be my last time playing with you and your people. Because I don't like how me and her apologize.
I don't care, you're lying.
Let's rewind and break this down from the very beginning, because the situation runs much deeper than it looks on the surface. Carissa Saffold, Blueface's mother, has always been a strong personality. She met Blueface's father years ago while working in retail management at a mall. From the start, their relationship was complicated and unstable. Carissa had long held dreams of being in the spotlight herself. She wanted a Hollywood lifestyle, tried acting, and consistently chased fame. She's been open about having 3 children with different fathers, and the constant moving, shifting relationships and lack of consistency created a chaotic home environment. When she had Jonathan, who we now know as Blueface, she reportedly saw a chance to live out those unfulfilled dreams through her child. And this is where things begin to take a troubling turn. Carissa has openly admitted that she struggles being alone and feels she needs to be with someone at all times. That reliance on attention and validation would later blur boundaries in ways many people found uncomfortable. Blueface grew up watching his mother jump from relationship to relationship, constantly searching for stability but never quite finding it. As a result, he was forced to grow up fast. When his older brother Andre went to prison for manslaughter, Blueface essentially became the man of the house at a young age. That shift created an unhealthy dynamic where he felt emotionally and financially responsible for his mother. Once Blueface broke through in the rap game with Thoshiana, everything changed. He suddenly had money, fame, and attention, along with access to a completely different lifestyle. And that's when people really started noticing changes in Carissa's behavior. Instead of simply supporting her son's happiness and growth, she became increasingly controlling, often clashing with any woman who got close to him.
Y'all need to start holding people accountable. This is not funny no more. This is not a game no more. And that was the ugliest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Fans started sensing something wasn't right early on. People kept asking the same questions. Why is a grown man's mother so deeply involved in his dating life? Why does she have strong opinions about every woman he's with? And why does her energy come off as jealous whenever he's around other women? What made things even more uncomfortable was how much Carissa inserted herself into Blueface's business and personal life. She moved in with him, worked at his restaurant, and positioned herself as someone he couldn't function without day to day. This wasn't just a supportive mother helping her successful son. It felt like someone refusing to allow him independence, boundaries, or privacy. And it didn't stop there. Let's start with Jaden and Alexis. Jaden is one of Blueface's children's mothers, and from the very beginning, Carissa had serious issues with her.
I've always liked her. I've just always seen different things that she would do.
I would say as a narcissist and try to control like what he disperses to us.
You think Jaden's a narcissist
Yes.
over your son?
Yes. Oh, hell yes.
Carlissa, you must have smoked
Oh,
a fat
hell
one
yeah.
earlier.
She's a good one too. What?
Jaden?
Yeah, Jaden is controlling this whole y'all think it's John. She told him, go on over there and get that money. Bring it back. You better stop playing. You ain't picking up what I've been putting down this whole year, huh?
You'd expect a grandmother to prioritize peace, especially for the sake of her grandchildren. But that wasn't the case here. Carissa repeatedly stirred up conflict with Jaden, always finding something negative to say and taking opportunities to undermine their relationship. And this didn't feel like typical mother-in-law tension. Fans noticed an underlying sense of jealousy that made the situation uncomfortable. Carissa made dismissive comments about Jaden, reducing her to a housekeeper and frequently criticizing her appearance and behavior. She even admitted that she had taught Jaden how to cook and clean when she was younger, only to later use that against her. What truly shocked many people, though, were comments Carissa made about race. She publicly stated that she wanted Blueface to be with a darker-skinned woman and claimed that black people should only be with other black people, saying Jaden wasn't dark enough. Those remarks crossed a line for many fans and exposed a deeper layer of bias and hostility that went far beyond family disagreements.
What you want to do, Mr. Kobe Jonathan Porter, Bryant, what you want to do is go ahead and repent today and start over. That ain't it, okay? I'm going to tell you the truth this one last time. I'm going to give you one more last secret, okay? Because you done about used up all your biblical passes, baby. You done used them all up today. You want me to respect your wife? That's not a wife. That's a maid. You need to know the difference, okay? A wife is a fucking helpmate. It ain't a drunk, complaining, crying, weird, pumpkin head crybaby, okay? That's not a wife. You don't have a helpmate, you got a maid. You getting them mixed up. Respect your wife.
This had nothing to do with protecting her son anymore. It was about Carissa's personal preferences and biases interfering directly with his relationships. The situation reached a breaking point when Carissa physically confronted Jaden at the restaurant. During the altercation, she flipped a food tray, and hot sauce ended up hitting Jaden in the eye. A grown woman getting physical with her son's child. Asked mother over being called a liar isn't normal maternal behavior. That kind of reaction points to something deeper. Someone who views the women in her son's life not as partners or co-parents, but as threats to her role and influence in his world.
Now, they might get mad at me for running my mouth, but you know me. I got to say what I got to say when I got to say what I got to say. I think this is just my personal mammy opinion.
Then Chrissy and Rock entered the picture, and that's when things really spiraled. Blueface and Chrissy had a chaotic on-again, off-again relationship that played out publicly, and Carissa was right in the middle of it the entire time. What made it even stranger was how inconsistent she was. One moment she'd support Chrissy, the next moment she'd turn against her. It felt like she was playing both sides, trying to stay in control of the situation and keep herself at the center of her son's love life. From the start, Carissa admitted she didn't want Chrissy around. When she first saw Chrissy's audition video for Blue Girls Club, she told Blueface, "Whatever you do, don't pick her." When asked why, she couldn't give a clear explanation. Just a feeling that she didn't want that woman near her son. Things escalated when Chrissy moved into the house with Carissa and Blueface. What should have been temporary quickly turned into a power struggle between two women competing for influence over the same man. Carissa complained about Chrissy going into her room, using her makeup, and not following her rules, but instead of handling it maturely. She resorted to setting traps and creating unnecessary drama. The infamous physical altercation between Carissa and Chrissy wasn't really about a dog or household rules, it was about territory. Carissa felt threatened by Chrissy's hold on Blueface and reacted aggressively. The fact that objects were thrown at a pregnant woman showed just how far jealousy had pushed the situation. Another revealing moment came when Carissa and Jaden were co-managing Blueface's restaurant. What should have been strictly business turned into another control battle. Carissa repeatedly undermined Jaden's authority, caused scenes with customers, and treated the restaurant like her personal stage when Jaden called her out over a lie. Carissa reacted in an extreme way, flipping a food tray that caused hot sauce to hit Jaden and die. She later tried to justify it by saying she had cooked an expensive meal and deserved respect. That moment made it clear she couldn't tolerate being challenged by any woman connected to her son. Even in a professional setting, online, fans quickly began calling out what they saw as abnormal behavior. Comment sections filled with people asking why she appeared jealous of her son's partners. Many said she was acting more like a scorned lover than a protective parent. Viewers noticed how visibly upset she did get when Blueface showed affection to other women, and how she repeatedly tried to sabotage his relationships. While positioning herself as the most important woman in his life, the energy came off as possessive, not parental. What finally crossed the line for many people was when Carissa began making highly inappropriate comments involving her son. She made comparisons that should never be made by a parent, joked in ways that made viewers uncomfortable, and even accidentally shared explicit photos online that she claimed were intended for her husband. The internet reacted immediately, calling the behavior disturbing and completely out of bounds. By that point, fans weren't just questioning her intentions. They were openly calling out the entire dynamic as unhealthy.
I want to get on here and address a couple people that's saying that I feel entitled, and when I said make it enough, that was y'all was saying that was me being entitled, and I think I should have this and have that. I want to address that to you slow motherfuckers in the back, because the real mothers already know what I'm talking about, but the slow motherfuckers that ain't got no grandmas for their kids, that, you know what I'm saying?
Eventually, Blueface reached his breaking point. He went on Twitter and said out loud what many people had already been thinking. He directly told his mother that there would never be anything inappropriate between them and asked her to stop being so deeply involved in the women he dates. He made it clear that her behavior felt uncomfortable and came off as jealousy, emphasizing that those kinds of boundaries should never even be a conversation between a parent and child. The fact that a grown man felt the need to publicly say this about his own mother speaks volumes about how far things had gone. This wasn't about disrespect. It was about drawing lines that never should be been crossed in the first place. In later interviews, Blueface doubled down on his frustration. He said his mother needed to mature and stop treating his romantic relationships like competition. He accused her of being manipulative and trying to control every part of his personal life, making it clear that her behavior had crossed from concern into something much more troubling.
Everything that you got going wrong with you is because of you.
Hey.
Not because of me, not because of her, because of you. It all comes 360. I don't know why you think you just exempt and you just special and you're very special. Don't get it messed up. You my mom and everything, but I'm saying,
just saying you ain't got no remorse and you don't care.
Nah, I'm not saying like that.
I'm leaving here with that.
I'm saying I feel like I'm more mature than you.
If you were more mature than me, we wouldn't be here right now.
Now, let's talk about what may actually be driving this behavior. Because patterns like this don't appear out of nowhere, Carissa's fixation on her son's romantic life, along with the jealousy she has shown toward his partners, points to deeper psychological issues that go beyond normal parental concern. One concept often discussed in situations like this is emotional enmeshment, or emotional incest, not in a physical sense, but emotional. This happens when a parent places their child in the role of an emotional partner, becoming overly possessive, jealous of the child's relationships, and excessively involved in their romantic life. Boundaries blur, and control replaces healthy support. Carissa has openly spoken about abandonment issues rooted in childhood trauma, including a difficult relationship with her stepfather and her mother's struggles with addiction. She has also admitted that she has trouble being alone and feels a constant need for male validation. When those wounds go unresolved, they can resurface in unhealthy ways, and in this case, it appears she may have redirected that need for emotional security onto her son. There is also the reality that Carissa never achieved the fame or success she once wanted for herself. While many parents feel pride in their child's accomplishments, this situation seems to go far beyond that. She's deeply inserted herself into Blueface's career, relationships, and personal decisions in ways that cross healthy boundaries. suggesting she may be living through him rather than alongside him. Another major red flag is the attention-seeking behavior. Whenever Blueface becomes a headline, because of his relationships, Carissa somehow finds a way to insert herself into the narrative. She's launched her own show, regularly posts about his business, and appears to thrive on the drama and visibility that comes with being part of the controversy. Taken together, these patterns paint a picture of someone struggling with unresolved trauma, unmet ambitions, and a need for relevance, all of which have unfortunately played out in very public and uncomfortable ways. The big question now is, will Carissa seek the help she needs and learn to be the supportive mother her son deserves, or will these toxic patterns continue to damage their family relationships? What's your take on this situation? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the latest drama. Until next time, stay aware and remember to protect your boundaries.